Mr. Chairman, I want to make sure, because this is somewhat unprecedented. When I do agree with the Senator from Arizona that we should have this further investigation.
Yeah.
So my understanding is that during the week that is taking place, there will be no action on the floor of the United States Senate on this nomination. Is that correct?
I cannot say that.
Let me say again, I can't make that commitment for the leadership. I can only say that I will be only comfortable moving forward on the floor. I'll move it out of committee, but I will only be comfortable moving on the floor until the FBI has done more investigation than they have already. It may not take them a week. I understand that some of these witnesses may not want to discuss anything further, but I think we owe them due diligence.
Mr. Chairman.
Just a minute. All I have said to Senator Flake is that I would advocate for the position he took, but I don't control that. Senator?
Mr. Chairman.
Yeah, Senator Klobuchar.
Mr. Chairman, there are other senators as well who may be interested in this negotiation on the Republican side. And there's not really a set agreement here. All of us had already said we were voting no. It is simply Senator Flake working with all of us to say for the good of the Senate and the good of the court, the American people deserve to have the facts followed up on. And I really appreciate his willingness to do that. And that is what this is about. This is simply about, and by the way, if Senator McConnell wants to go forward in light of that, and we still have several senators that haven't said how they're voting on this nominee, I actually think this is very important what just happened right now. So it doesn't have to have an agreement. It is one senator who's standing up.
Senator Cornyn.
Mr. Chairman, I just want to express my appreciation to Senator Flake for allowing this process to move forward. There's some difference of opinion among us as to what exactly the FBI investigation would consist of. Some of us think it has been concluded and supplemented by this committee's investigation. Others disagree with that. But I respect the fact that not only Senator Flake advocated to give Dr. Ford a chance to appear in front of the committee, which was the right thing to do, but also that he's allowed this process to move forward, subject to further discussions about what the FBI may or may not be able to come up with. But certainly he maintains his right to cast his vote yea or nay as he sees fit and maintains significant leverage that way. But I appreciate his support for a full and fair hearing for Dr. Ford and Judge Kavanaugh, as well as his willingness to allow this to go forward subject to his request.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chairman. I think I ought to call Senator Feinstein.
If I, through the chair, could ask a question of Senator Flake, does your amendment include continuing the investigation during this period of time?
Dude, look at the looks on these guys' faces. Like, this is the most important thing that's ever happening, ever in history. And I was listening to Cory Booker earlier, and like, just seems like fake acting type stuff. He's like, you know, basically a vote for, really didn't matter who the judge was, because they're going to go through the same things. They're going to vote the same way, other than, you know, the issues they get people to fight over, like abortion or gun rights or something like that. What they do is they split the idea down the middle, left and right, pro-gun, anti-gun, pro-abortion, anti-abortion, and then they play you guys off of that. They divide you, and then they split you apart. Yeah.
If I could respond, there is no amendment. I'm simply stating the discussion that we had between us all is that I would hope, and I think we had some agreement before, that the Democrats who have been, I think, justifiably uncomfortable moving ahead could publicly, in an effort to bring this country together, say that we would feel better. I'm not expecting them to vote yes, but not to complain that an FBI investigation has not occurred. And this is what I'm trying to do. This country's being ripped apart here, and we've got to make sure that we do due diligence. I think this committee has done a good job, but I do think that we can have a short pause and make sure that the FBI can investigate. My understanding is that some of us would have to, and I'm prepared to do it, make a request to the White House to ask the FBI to do that investigation. It would be short and limited in scope to the current allegations that have been made.
Yes, a short and sweet investigation. You know, I wish they took due diligence for the 9/11 attacks. You know, where you ship off steel beams to be melted down or destroyed or whatever. You know, send them to China. But this fucking guy is that important. Kavanaugh, whatever his name is, he's that important.
Mr. Chairman.
But I would just encourage the Democrats who we talked to before to endorse that kind of thing, that we can then move on.
Mr. Chairman.
Because there's a 2-hour rule, we're adjourned.
What?
The 2-hour rule.
No vote.
When did we come in? Did we come in at noon?
How?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, the 2-hour rule. We came in.
2-hour rule.
We had to get this all done by 2 o'clock.
What up,
Is
Pyramid?
it done? Is Flake's argue, is it going to happen, or did you cut off a vote?
No, we didn't have a motion in front.
Okay, this, whatever guy just said, 2-hour rule, we have to stop now. Dude, this is, what is this, like pro wrestling or like a soap opera where they leave you like with a cliffhanger so you come back wanting more for this, my opinion, absolutely unimportant fucking vote. Yeah, and it's pro wrestling, man. It's it's what's gonna happen next on the Supreme Court vote for Kavanaugh. They're gonna milk this shit, man. They're gonna milk it. Meanwhile, they'll probably bomb the shit out of some country that no one will care about because this is so important.
This is all a gentleman and women's agreement.
Gentlemen and women's agreement.
But I'm committed to.
You're, let me say that it's committed to.
Hey, John.
I really guess that's it. What the hell? Have you ever heard that with something they made it seem like it was so important? They end up with no vote and they call it 2-hour time limit. They have to stop. It's like, what? If you build this up to be so important, why is there a 2-hour limit? Joe Rogan's podcast goes 3 hours, man. It's like, so you can't have this important hearing. I don't know, man. All right, peace out, Pyramid. What the fuck? I guess this was all for nothing. Yeah, it is all tricks and shit. I guess that's it. I think if people got the people they really wanted in these positions of power, it'd all be like football coaches and teachers and shit. These guys, I don't know, they just seem to lack connection to the rest of the country and to the rest of the world, which is why these same guys would probably vote for the Iraq War or go to war with Syria or this or that. And it's so obvious, yet nothing ever changes. I think if I had to guess, like 70% of the people realize it's all bullshit. But, well, maybe before Trump. Since Trump came into office, it's been a pretty blatant divide where they took this other idea and turned it into another left-right paradigm. Right? You hear guys saying things they never said before. Even like an Alex Jones, he'll start saying leftist, and he used to say globalist. Now he says leftist. And he says the Democrats. Yeah, it just looked like the same shit to me. What they did with abortion, they're doing it on a political level with actual political leaders. They're dividing left and right, and Trump is the main divider. And people buy it. Alright. Sorry I missed like most of this thing. I was busy. Haven't been around for a while actually. And yeah, I guess that's it. Subscribe if you want, even though if you're new to this channel, this wasn't like some great presentation. I'm not even in the picture. There we go. Subscribe if you want. Please comment. Tell us what you think about this shit. That they're just stringing you along for God knows what. Probably distraction for something else. That's what it seems like. That's what it usually is, some sort of distraction. So yeah, subscribe, comment, and as always, thumbs down.